Hello, it's good to have you back on Vnews Bulletin. I'm Nhung from Hanoi, and now let's take a look at our top stories as usual.
Economy accelerating as recovery continues. Vietnam seeks ways to boost aquatic exports to RCEP markets. And later on, experiencing food tours around Haiphong.
Let's begin the bulletin with the most prominent events of the week from June the 6th to 12th.
Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng held online talks with President of the Republic of Korea Yoon Suk-yeol on June 8th. During the talks, President Yoon said his country wishes to remain a trusted partner in Vietnam's new development stage and considers the Southeast Asian country one of its most important partners in its policy towards the region. Party General Secretary Chiang affirmed the importance attached to the Vietnam Republic Korea Strategic Cooperative Partnership and appreciated the Eastern Asian country's support for Vietnam's development process. For the future bilateral ties, the two leaders agreed to strengthen political trust, high-level contacts and relations on all channels, and promote cooperation in the fields of economics, trade and investment, as well as defense and security.
The third session of the 15th National Assembly is taking place with discussions on a host of important issues that voters expect to see, including question and answer Q&A sessions. 3 ministers and the state bank governor joined the session, which is said to take place in a democratic and frank manner, attracting wide attention from the people and voters nationwide. This ensures that the ministers answer to hot issues that voters nationwide are concerned about, such as real estate, credit control, securities, and rising consumer prices.
Indian Defense Minister Rajnath Singh paid a 4-day official visit to Vietnam starting on June 7th. At the reception for the Indian guest, President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc praised the defense cooperation, which has substantially contributed to bilateral relations. Phúc noted that Vietnam backs the Indian government's Act East policy, as well as India's stronger strategic partnership with ASEAN. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính confirmed that Vietnam always values and wants to foster the traditional friendship and strategic partnership with India. The Prime Minister wished India to support Vietnam in some areas such as disease prevention and control, human resources training, and green and circular economy development. For his part, Minister Singh expressed his delight at the sound development of the comprehensive strategic partnership between two countries. He stressed defense cooperation is a highly critical area in his country's Act East policy, voicing his hope for further ties with Vietnam in this regard. At the talks between host Defense Minister Phan Văn Giang and Minister Rajnath Singh, the two sides agreed on future cooperation orientations between two ministries. Accordingly, the two sides agreed to strengthen collaboration to fully and effectively implement side agreements, focusing on increasing contacts and exchanges of delegations at all levels, especially high ones. The two sides also shared their views on issues of common concerns, including the EC issue.
Vietnam has been elected as one of the vice presidents of the United Nations General Assembly's 77th session, representing the Asia-Pacific region. The country will perform its responsibility within 1 year from September 13, with its proper multilateral foreign policy, in which the UN is focused. Vietnam, in its new position, will continue to make more contributions to the UN lofty goals, settling conflicts and maintaining peace, stability for all the people of the world.
COVID-19 was largely brought under control in the first 5 months of this year, and the economic recovery program was implemented thoroughly around the country, driving socio-economic development in a host of fields. The CPI, meanwhile, rose 2.25% year-on-year in the period.
According to the General Statistics Office, industrial production was estimated to have increased 4% in May compared to April and 10.4% compared to last May. The signs of economic recovery were even clearer when during the month, the number of newly established enterprises were at the highest May level for 5 years. Similarly, foreign direct investment stood at $7.71 billion, up 7.8% year-on-year, and the highest increase in the month for 5 years.
This shows that the business community is confident about the recovery and the new opportunities on offer.
One of the highlights of May was the service industry, with the most impressive rebound seen in the tourism industry. The number of international visitors to Vietnam in the first 5 months totaled 365,000, or 4.5 times higher than the same period last year. Vietnam hosting the SEA Games 31 in May greatly increased its tourism brand value.
Never before have we seen such a spirit of nationalism. With the successful hosting of SEA Games 31, Vietnam's brand value has grown from the sporting event. This also creates momentum to complete the socio-economic plan set out for this year.
With achievements posted in the first 5 months, some forecasters believe that economic growth in the third quarter will be a highlight, creating momentum for annual growth to exceed the target of 6 to 6.5% and perhaps even exceed 7%.
Vietnam is looking to bolster shipments of aquatic products to member nations of the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. Recently, the Vietnam Trade Promotion Agency, under the Ministry of Industry and Trade, together with trade officers and embassies of Vietnam in the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership countries, have virtual conference to support localities, firms and cooperatives nationwide to capitalize on the deal preferences so as to seek partners and business opportunities, as well as bolster exports to the agreement members. According to the Vietnam Trade Promotion Agency, Vietnam has exported aquatic products to more than 160 markets worldwide, of which shipments to the deal signatories account for 63%. Virtual trading sessions between the Vietnamese businesses and their counterparts from the agreement members are expected to promote products and seek potential customers, according to the agency. In the first 5 months of 2022, Vietnam's aquatic export raked in about $4.5 billion, posting a year-on-year surge of more than 44.5%. Vietnam plans to construct 5 first-class fishing ports for fishery hubs across the country in the 2021-2030 period, according to a plan drafted by the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development.
Under the draft, which is being circulated among ministries, sectors and localities for feedback, and 5 ports will be built in Hải Phòng in the north, Da Nang and Khánh Hòa in the central, and Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu and Kiên Giang in the south. Priority will be given to developing infrastructure and logistics services at fishing ports and storm shelters. By 2030, there will also be 160 storm shelters capable of accommodating some 90,600 fishing vessels and 176 fishing ports capable of handling 2.96 million tons of fish annually. These ports and shelters will cover about 1,038 hectares of land area and 5,079 hectares of water surface in total. The development of fishing ports and storm shelters is considered a breakthrough task towards turning fisheries into an important sector of the national economy.
The Vietnam Oil and Gas Group, or Petrolvietnam, pumped 4.55 million tons of crude oil in the first 5 months of 2022, surpassing the plan by 22%, contributing to ensuring national energy security and national development. In the period, the group faced numerous difficulties, and the Russia-Ukraine conflict has prolonged more than 100 days, causing disruption to supply chains, pushing up prices of power and materials, as well as transport and production costs. Along with crude oil, the production of other products such as gas, electricity, nitrogen, fertilizer, and petrol oil has also been kept at high levels, meeting market demand. Petrol and oil output, excluding that of Nissan refinery, totaled 2.79 million tons in the first 5 months of this year, exceeding the 5-month target by 8% and achieving 46% of the yearly plan. The output rose 20% from the same time last year. Since the 2022 Lunar New Year, the Baden of Black Lady Mountain National Tourism Site in the southern province of Tây Ninh has welcomed nearly 2.5 million visitors. On National Reunification Day and International Day, the site attracted over 130,000 visitors, of which over 100,000 arrivals used cable car services.
Tourists have flocked to the sun-warmed Baden Mountain tourist area after the group built the world's largest cable car station and the 72-meter-high Table Dasun statue. Located on the top of Baden Mountain, the statue is cast with 170 tons of red bronze and is recognized as the tallest bronze Buddha statue in Asia.
Baden Mountain has changed a lot in recent years. The mountain has been developed on a yearly basis, with smart cable car systems and new entertainment spots. The scenery here is very beautiful.
Sun-warmed Baden Mountain's surroundings have been renovated with the addition of 16,000 rose trees of 9 different varieties, along with many other flowers to bring a new look to this site.
In the coming time, we will work with the province to carry out projects designed to bring a new look for the site. With changes in the time to come, we also hope that visitors will come to sun-warmed Baden Mountain throughout the year. Currently, our center has digitalized documents and information about Tây Ning's tourism so that visitors can easily access information on the province.
According to statistics, in the first quarter of this year, Tây Ninh tourism raked in nearly $25 million in total revenue, or 40% of the same period last year, which is 44% of the whole year plan.